All right, so when you flip your paper over, we're looking at a triangular prism where the bases are scalene triangles. That just means that the three sides of the triangle are different lengths. So the triangles are still your two congruent bases on this triangular prism. And because it's being presented as a net, I'm going to find the surface area without using the formula. I'm going to find it by using all of the surfaces and adding them together. The bases are the triangles still, and there are two of them. They're the same size, same shape. And if we wanted to highlight it like we were going to use the formula, we would do the same, connecting the bases with the orange. That would make it our height. Now, because we are going to solve this like a net, we're not going to label it the same way and find our perimeter and find our area of the base and find our height and plug it in. We're going to find the 5 separate faces. So we have 2 triangles here that are exactly the same. So we're going to find the area of a triangle, and that formula is base times height. So this is going to be shapes 1 and 2. We're going to find their area first, 1/2. The base of the triangle is 9, the height of the triangle is 4. Notice I used lowercase b for the base of the triangle, lowercase h for the height of the triangle, the uppercase letters meaning values for the whole prism. And 1/2 times 4 is easier, so I'm going to get 2 times 9. So the area of a triangle is 18 centimeters squared. Then I'm going to find the 3 rectangles, so side 3, side 4, and side 5. So side 3, area equals length times width. So the length and the width of this little rectangle is 4.5 by 8.1. So I'm going to multiply those two numbers. Using a calculator is going to be fine as long as you're showing your algebra. I don't need to see all of the computation. So we're going to have 36.45 centimeters squared. Rectangle 4 is 9 with a height of 8.1, so area equals length times width, 9 times 8.1, and again, calculator's fine for that. It's going to be 72.9 centimeters squared. And last would be the 5th side of the prism, is a base of, or length of 7.2 by 8.1, so area equals length times width, formula for rectangle, 7.2 times 8.1. Notice all 3 rectangles use the 8.1 because all 3 rectangles are 8.1 for their length or width, whichever one you want to call it. And we would have 7.2 times 8.1, and we'd get 58.32 centimeters squared. So we've got our triangle, and then we've got 3 rectangles. And the total surface area would be those numbers, those surfaces all added up. So we've got an 18, an 18, a 36.45, a 72.9, and a 58.32. So surface area. So I would grab a calculator, 18, 18, 36.45, 72.9, and 58.32, giving me a total surface area of 203.67 centimeters squared. And if you wanted to double check that, you could use the formula and that would work as well. Now, when we slide the page up, we're going to look at our last shape. You'll notice that our last shape is not in net form, so I am not going to do that one using a net. I'm going to do that one the same way we did it on the front with the formula. So the formula for surface area, 2 times capital B, because there are 2 bases, plus the perimeter times the height of the prism. So capital B, area of the base, also area of the triangle. Capital P, perimeter of the base. Capital H, height of the overall prism. So I start with the triangular prism has a triangular base. So that's my capital B that I'm going to look for, my area of the base. I'm going to have the perimeter of the base. That's going to be my capital P. And then my height, which connects the triangles. So I can go top to bottom on this one. There's a triangle on the top and a triangle on the bottom. So the height is 15.5. That's the overall height of the prism right there. So we've got our highlighting in place. Once we've got our highlighting in place, we'd want to start solving for those 3 pieces of information. So I'll start with the area of the base. It's a triangle, 1/2 lowercase b, lowercase h, formula for area of a triangle. You'll notice that this has 4.9, has a decimal, so if I felt more comfortable, 0.5, 10 is the base of the triangle, 4.9 is the height of the triangle, lowercase. So area of the base, half of 10 is 5. 5 times 4.9 is going to be 24.5 centimeters squared. So that's my area of the base. So that's my yellow. Next, I need my perimeter, which I highlighted in green, the perimeter of the triangle. So this side matches this side up here. This is 7, so this is 7. This one is 7, so this one is also 7. That's the after school second bell. And 10 along the bottom, so I've got a 7, 7, and 10. So my perimeter is 24 centimeters. And last but not least is the overall height of the prism, 15.5 centimeters. So I've collected all the information that I need. For me, I'm going to switch over to my pen. I color-coded those. Makes it easier for me. So now I've got surface area, 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times the height. All I need to do is plug in 2 times 24.5 plus the perimeter, 24 times the height, 15.5. Sneak that in there. So my multiplication has to happen before my addition. So 2 times 24.5 is 29. And then 24 times 15.5 is 372. And that's all of these rectangular faces wrapping around the prism. So the surface area, 372 plus the 29 for the triangles gives me a total surface area of 401 centimeters squared. Now, when you guys are working on these on homework, on a test or a quiz, first of all, I look for the surface area. I want to see if you've got the right final answer. But if you don't, the next thing I do is I go over here and I look. Can I find your calculations for area of the base? Can I find your calculations for perimeter? Can I find your overall height of the prism? To see, was this a calculation area here, was this a calculation error here? Or did you maybe use the wrong formula for the triangle? Did you add the wrong 3 numbers for the perimeter? The smaller the infraction, the fewer points I would take off. If it's something pretty significant, like you had a computation error here, and you picked the wrong height, then you made a mistake over here, sure, you could lose full credit. But there's so many little moving parts to a question like this that I try to take off only partial credit where I can find evidence that a student has done some of the work right, even if it's not all correct. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and I'm going to upload it to Google Classroom as well, so you can go back and watch it again later today or tonight if you need to. Thanks a lot. I hope you had a great day. Bye.